It supposedly is, but it isn't. It's double tap up when it wants to be double tap up. Yeah, I'm having to use keyboard. There's not really much I can do. Okay then, so let us actually embark onto this interesting little area. Let's see what we can find inside. Right, there's a lighter. That looks important. See him in the distance. Old pirate Yeehor over there. Right, there might be other stuff in there. I need to have a look quickly. Anything in here? Ooh, another record and a book. Get out, get out. Ugh. She beat Lara to it by about 4 years, yes. I can't deny this. I can't deny this. Oh, it's locked. Get out. Okay, we're good. Right. Okay, then. What did we find? Okay, so we've got ourselves another record here. Okay, then. What about the book?
Memories by Alistair Boleskine.
Oh, God.
Printed in London, A. Machin, editor, 1833.
I don't think I'm reading all of this.
It was during a conversation with G that one first heard of the New England fishing village of I. The area was apparently the ideal place from which to witness unusual phenomena in space. The quality of the air, along with the
Is it gonna be
conjunction
like
of
early
several
Sean Connery?
favorable
Like one of his
factors
first
made
ever
one
things he did.
impatient to get started. Having gleaned what information one could from the British Museum, one set off with all haste.
I'm sure one did. Yeah, gee, everyone. What the hell? The English fishing village of I?
One's work on space and comets in particular had met with a warm response, and one thought it judicious to include several original sketches of the phenomenon, sketches which one felt were sure to arouse a great deal of keen interest in the scientific circles of 1834. One refers naturally to the passage of Halley's comet.
I mean, it could be like the most meta reference I've ever heard, but I don't know if Alone in the Dark existed in 1992.
Editor's note. Lord Boleskine's memoirs end at this point.
Or has the Dutch,
Who knows what extraordinary contributions he might still have made had he not succumbed during his visit to New England to dementia, followed by an early death in St. Andrew's Hospital.
Aww. That's a shame. Poor boy. Well, more death, so I guess that's great. We don't need this anymore. Let's get this out of our memory. What we do have, though, folks, is another, we have ourselves a new record, so we'll need to inspect it with those damn ghost things if I can ever... Yeah, that'll be carrying on next week, as I mentioned in the update video. Just I needed to, needed to crack on with Medieval and the beta stuff, so that'll be next week. Zardoz outfit. I have no idea what you're talking about there, Legal. I don't have much. I haven't actually played House Dead all that much, to be honest. Okay, then. So, let's try this record. They seem to dislike the music. God damn it. Well, okay, never mind. Chobin's posthumous Opus 69, number 1. Apparently, they don't like that one either. Damn it. Get out of my face. Scumbag. Right, so we still need to find another record that they're actually interested in. Okay, then. So, actually, let's just put this down here. Let's just climb up my inventory. We clearly need it here, so we'll just put it down. That'll be fine. Okay, then. So, we need to not take that. I suppose I probably should. Right, so I think I know where this is going now. We've got this one bit that we still have not done previously. So we're going to need the sword. We've got our health. Also, we've got a lighter. Don't know what we use that for. We'll see soon, I'm sure. You! Here we go. Time for combat. Nope. Now, the problem is this douchebag does a lot of, like, evading, as you can see here. Which is very annoying. So we will need to defeat him here. Damn it. Nope. Oh, got him. Nice. You gotta, like, counter hit him here a little bit. Like, you've got to hit him when he's, like, trying to swing at you as well. Ow! Oh, get out of the way, woman. There we go. I need a better camera angle than this. This camera angle decidedly sucks. Ow! We hit each other. I guess that's good. Mutually assured destruction! Damn it. This is a better camera angle. There we go. Got him again. Oh, shit. Nope. Come on. Yeah! We got him! Nice. You see, you can do it when you don't come to the fight with 1 health point. It is winnable. Wouldn't you know? Ourselves another key. Okay. Right. Well, let's find out what this key might be for. We need to work it out. Yeah, he hurt a bit, but I accept this. Ah, so it's a key to the dance hall, I guess. That's... Okay, so that takes me here. I don't know why that was so important, but apparently it was. There's something interesting down there? There is another book. Right. Bucket. There's nothing in there. I guess that's probably what it's to do with. That makes some logical sense. Yeah, I could get behind that. That's our escape path, I guess. What's in the book?
Daemonia Particularis.
Oh, God.
Signs and Rituals by Heinrich Cassel. Ring Publications.
This sounds serious.
The ritual of invocation demands that the officiant be pure. We have already described the complex operations to be followed in order to call those that sleep in superior dimensions. We shall, for the present, limit ourselves to the sign of mutual recognition used amongst their number by adepts of the cult of the Old Ones. The sign also serves as protection when in the presence of a servant of evil.
Okay.
The sign resembles a blessing, save that the first and little fingers are both folded beneath the thumb, whilst the second and third fingers are held up. It would appear that this sign has no effect on adepts of a certain rank with knowledge
I'm not practicing
of
this
particular
myself.
secrets contained in the corpus demonicus. The use of such signs is not without considerable risk to the user during any attempt to call upon those from without.
This is strange. Okay, so, yeah, so take your hand, get your first finger and your little finger, and fold them beneath your thumb, leaving, like, your middle and, like, fourth fingers up? I guess that's the sign. Good to know. Good to know. I don't know if that's going to be important or not in this game, but we now know it, so that's great. We'll keep it down here. Yeah, please, please be careful. It's not particularly comfortable. I guess that's the point. Okay, then. So, I guess what we need to look to do now is get hold of those damn arrows It seems like this is obviously what we need to do here. So I suppose we can also open this door as well. Don't walk into the ghosts. They won't appreciate that, I'm sure. Yep. Come on. Don't tell me you're not going to open this door. Come on. Oh, for the love of piss sakes, whatever. Right. Yeah, so what we're meant to do is we're meant to like double tap up or something. Oh, there we go. You can get her to run, but it is very fidgety at best. So we'll save over this. Grab the arrows. Book it out of here. Run. There we go. And we'll leave the go away. We'll leave the spiders to their to what they want. Very good. Very good. Can I use the key from like here maybe? No, I guess we are forever not allowed to open this door. That's good to know. Alright, let's get rid of this. There we go. Right, we still don't know quite what we need the arrows for, mind you, but we have them, which is nice, I guess. Okay, so what do we want to do now, then? I guess we could swing into the cellar. I can't think of too much else to do right now. The one-shot bosses, I wish. Let's swing down to the, yeah, let's swing down to the basement. We've not really been down there before. We, like, briefly visited it last time, so... Let's see what's down here. We have rats. Rats, which we have confirmed are violent. They will attempt to kill us. So we want to not be here for too long. No. Yes, the rats that sound like freaking dinosaurs, by the way. Some more bullets. That's nice. Anything else in here? Seemingly. Rats. Yes, and the evil barrels. Yes, the evil barrels. Okay. We need to, like, lure these rats away. Come on, little rats. Come on, little rats. Yeah. I know. Aren't you great? No. I should tell you what. Can I lure you all the way? There we go. Beautiful. That'll keep them busy. Hawks. Yeah, so we need to move these barrels without getting ourselves killed here. Take the block. There we go. Okay, then. We're not dead, everyone. This is an improvement on our last adventure down here. But we should probably see where it leads. Seems logical. Let's see if there's anything else down here. I don't think there's anything else of any interest. Oh, there's a book down here. Oh, good. What's the book then? Sure. Let's have a look. I don't think so.
The Trial of Captain Pregst, as reported by his faithful companion Elisha Smith, known amongst his fraternity by the awful name of Captain Ellie Hell.
Captain Ellie Hell. What a name.
Transcribed from the log found aboard the wreck of the frigate Astarte by H. Hartwood.
Right.
By all the devils!
Oh, God.
Roared Pregst, glaring at William, the judge. Curse it, Will! It'll take much more than every cannon in the blasted navy to make me change me mind. You're the greatest
Cheers, Jen.
that ever
Thank
joined
you.
our fraternity. Am I not Pregst, captain of the Astarte and bloodiest villain in all the seven seas?
I mean, this is like the greatest backtrack to doing a thumbnail, right? Like, ever. You're welcome.
Bloody Ezek, they call me. And you think I'll tell you where I hid my treasure? The tribunal of the Corsairs' fraternity murmured at this. Pregst was indeed all he claimed. The judge,
One-Eyed William slammed his fist on the table, and silence was restored.
Shut your mouth, Pregs! You didn't pay the fraternity its rightful share, and that means only one thing. You'll hang by the neck from a yardarm, you scurvy cur!
Oh dear.
Here's the rope twisted by Satan himself.
You threaten me, Will? Many a man better than yourself has lived to regret holding a cutlass in my face. You'll be begging for mercy, mark my words.
Yes, One-Eyed William the Judge. He was known to be incredibly impartial. That may not have been a very good joke. Moving on!
That shook One-Eyed William, and no mistake. Danny waved his hook in the air and shouted, "Prext was always a loudmouth. The law says we hang him." The jurors took up the cry, "Hang him!" It was Preg's turn to slam his fist.
Oh, did I? Sorry.
It was
Sorry,
Preg's
Mr.
turn
Painter.
to slam his fist on the table. He threw back his head and roared with laughter.
God.
You fools! You want to kill what will never die? Try it! Once more, the assembled corsairs murmured. There was unease in the air. They remembered what happened to Chuck, the gizzard slitter, the man who opened his mouth once too often. It was night, and a bitter wind whipped the New England coast. Snug inside the Dead Horse Inn, one of the Astartes men was talking. His name was Chuck, and his subject was black magic. He told stories of human sacrifices, voodoo rites, and zombies.
Zombies?
He told a tale of a time when their luck was down and they were holed up in a Florida swamp. Priggs went missing. When he returned, he shouted, "'Tis the devil that guides us now, me hearties!"
Oh boy. Yes. A Goonies reference? Couldn't tell you. Yeah, exactly. The character models weren't getting, so they had to put that's where all the that's where the budget went, everyone, onto the voice acting. Good times.
Whether that was true or not, the Astarte began taking loot after juicy loot. The favorite song of the Astartes men, "Crash the Bones," was replaced by a new one.
Oh god.
A skull, go to port, saber, to starboard. Pass over that will, and with death you'll deal. If you cut a rope, cut the right, I hope, or then, I don't mind, the death you will find.
This feels like Clues and Spumblers.
The next day, as you may have guessed, Chuck's body was found with a dagger plunged between his shoulder blades.
Oh dear.
Chuck's face was fixed in a ghastly grin. Molten lead had been poured down his throat.
Yikes.
Whatever way things happened next, and I don't have the details, Prext was with us again, and we set sail for Florida. We anchored the frigate not far from New Orleans. Taking a few trusted companions with him, Prext set off into the swamp. They carried large wooden chests with them. 2 days later, we heard shots being fired and screams. Prext arrived soon after that and claimed they'd been attacked by alligators. He alone managed to escape with his life.
You can tell that whoever wrote this doesn't quite believe the story. He's not quite buying what the dude's selling, is he?
He went on to say that the time had come to share out the spoils of our many loots. I was given command of the Astarte, while Prext handed 3 chests over to the crew. The chests were full of gold and precious gemstones. The rum flowed that night, and the stars shone bright. All at once, I noticed a tall man dressed in black. Prext introduced him to me. "Here's a hearty mate. You can call him Keith. Many a tale he could tell." Prext laughed loudly and held up a roll of parchment. "And his hideout, none better."
His buddy Keith.
The parchment fell to the ground, partly unrolling. I noticed what seemed to be a map of underground tunnels, a veritable maze of caverns. Pregst continued, I'm giving up the pirate's life. The Astarte is in your hands now, my lad. She's a fine ship, and my reputation goes with her. Should any man call me coward, then break his head for me. I'm leaving you only because I found a treasure more precious than the purest of gold.
Oh, God.
Keith spoke to him then. It is midnight. They are ready, and we must go. The stranger turned his cold eyes on me and said in a soft, chilling voice, Sometimes Pregst talks too much. Forget what he just said, and maybe you'll live.
Nice.
The fellow's words froze the marrow in my bones, and it was all I could do to mumble, I'll not breathe a word. The canoe slid away into the night. Their torches disappeared in the distance of the swamp. My snoring companions didn't hear the insidious rhythm of far-off drums.
Not good. Well, who's to say it's not the same Keith Legal? Who's to say? Right then, so you're right then. So we have ourselves potential clues back here.
A skull.
Skulls,
Go to
sabers,
port
and
saber.
cutting ropes.
To starboard.
I tell you what, I'll even keep hold of this book. We might need it for future reference. Also, let's load up our bullets into the revolver. Now rocking a cool 16 shots. I guess we should probably see where this goes, right? What the fuck is that? Run! Run! Run in fear and what in God's name was that? Well, that's not a good place. It's Yawn. It's Yawn's like dad or something. Right, so this place down here looks pretty bad. Okay. Maybe if we just run and book it quickly. Maybe we can, like, escape or something. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Murder! Apparently that's how you die in this game. Right. So I'm gonna get the I'm gonna go for an assumption maybe we're not meant to go there right quite now. That looks like a really bad place. I guess we'll go there later on. Son of a bitch. All right then. Let's head upstairs. Shut up. Try to shoot it. I tend to go in video games, if something like that kills you in one hit, you're generally not meant to be combating it at that point. There's probably something you're missing. Also, hello, Kantalo. Yes, death by stretchy snake. Oh, God. Okay, then. So what we need to do is work out. There must be more stuff here that we've not done, right? We've still got to find a record for these damn ghosts. There might be more stuff we've missed as well by accident, but I think I'm not going to try fighting that. That doesn't look like it's going to be worth it. We've also still got this damn mechanism he's triggering as well. Which we still don't know how to do that. Yeah, it does indeed, Kantalo. Yeah, so it's technically my second stream on this now, because we did a bit of it in the previously for the anniversary stream. Didn't get too far in the game, mind you. Right. Now, there is something else I want to check. And that is, what the hell is up on the other end of this hallway? We never actually explored this. Let's have a look. So if we were to go Yes, you see these damn arrows get shot at us? The arrow's home, by the way. What the fuck? Yeah. This is happening, everyone. The arrow is taking possession of my camera. I now can't see what I'm doing. Hooray! So that's good. I wonder, though. Yes. Welcome to 1992. So, yeah, so basically there's... Yeah, it's an Indian portrait that's shooting arrows at us, which is, of course, very rude.
Oh.
And once it hits us, it then spawns another arrow.
Oh.
And as you can see, that murders the fuck out of us. So we need to do something about it. That's what I'm thinking, Goat. That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to get as close as I can. So let's go with this terrible camera angle. Did I get him? Looks like it worked. Nice. Holy shit. All right, good times. We have been victorious. Good. Good stuff. It did work indeed. That makes me a very happy man. Lovely, lovely. Right, so let's see what we've got up here. We've got ourselves an awesome looking chair. We've got a fun-looking... This looks like a serious book. That's not an ominous camera angle at all. And a clock. It's a fake book. I can only assume. Yeah, it must be, right, guys? Right, we've got to deal with you. Ah, cheers, Jen. That's appreciated. That was also quick. So it seems like likely this is the trigger for this, right? Ah, what do you know? Ooh. This looks like a serious place. Clearly. We've got a dagger. A variety of daggers and knives and a couple of parchments and books and holy shit, that was a lot of things. Okay. Let's save the game before we read these. These could be bad. This looks like an interesting book. Yes, not at all. Not at all. Where do we start? Let's start with the parchments, sure.
The Book of Yael, Signs of Stone, Eucharistic Rituals of Forbidden Cults. Texts collated by Monsignor Vacher, legate in the Curia of the Vatican.
Do I really want to read this?
Numerous devilish cults speak of monstrous creatures called the Old Ones. These supernatural beings are believed to be possessed of powers equivalent to those of the gods of antique religions. Adepts of such cults refer to forbidden literature in order to cause these frightful entities to appear before them.
Right, and that sounds like a decent plan.
What serious student of folk myths
has not come across the names of Cthulhu and Shub-Niggurath.
Shub-Niggurath. Who the...
It must be said that these creatures wield tremendous power and are difficult to control once they have been unleashed into the world. Those who serve He Who Goes in Shadows protect themselves with signs of stone, carved into the walls of houses or engraved on various objects. For those misguided servants of evil, the best protection appears to be that afforded by the sign of the most ancient gods, engraved in Minar stone, a heavy material said to be disagreeable to the touch.
That looks like that thing on the desk there. Disagreeable to the touch, you say?
The sinful practices of those who fall into such errors can only lead to the darkest of despair, and are a mortal danger to the soul. Such monsters as those invoked by these foolhardy individuals are engendered when reason drops its guard. Man is easily tempted into perversion.
I'm not even going to comment with that.
It is why we must forever remain alert and renounce Satan with each breath we take. His ways are infinite in number.
Right. So I think that means that while we clearly need the need that symbol, I get a feeling I can't just go and pick it up. Da, 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 da. Oh. Well, I thought I was correct. Apparently I'm wrong. Well, whatever. Good to know. Okay. Now, we got another parchment here. Let's have a look.
The Sacrificial Dagger.
Ah, these
Otto
things we picked
Stern.
up.
Lumina Books.
The importance placed on ritual sacrifice is constant in religious cult practice. Propitiating the gods is a theme common to many religions. The Old Testament affords many examples. Primitive polytheistic belief systems integrate sacrifice in their rituals as part of the recurrent process of reaffirmation and, naturally enough, group cohesion.
Yeah, see? There's pros to, animal sacrifice and spilling blood. It makes everyone feel much happier as a group, right?
The members of their social and religious community come together in an act of purification and atonement.
You see? It's a good thing. Should we bring back polytheistic ritual sacrifice, everyone? Discuss.
It would be erroneous to imagine the act of human sacrifice linking priest, offering, and God, cf. Manzetti, stone cults, as anything less than a vital focusing of the group's faith. The act also ensures the continuing appeasement of the god, but only if practiced by a recognized officiating priest using the appropriate instrument.
Right. This is why there's multiple blades here.
Studies made concerning primitive religious groups bear witness to the central role of sacrifice in living ritual.
Yeah, bring the goats. Someone I know, if you'd said that, would be incredibly cross. Have you, CJ? What's right, Mark?
My own work in the field of ethnopsychology brought me into contact with a sorcerer living in the region of Arkham. He introduced me to the Rite of Steel, linked to a ceremony known as adoring the black goat of the woods with 1,000 youngs. The god being adored is known as the vagabond. Here, the dagger's role, which allows the life breath to pass from one dimension to another, is essential.
Right.
The vagabond is a frightening figure, being able to move where he wants and to kill those who have displeased the goat god, for whom he acts as a go-between. The goat is clearly a fertility god. The priest, having spoken the invocation, must choose the appropriate dagger for the sacrifice.
Right. Ah, I see. So this is obviously where it now comes to the fact we have multiple daggers.
The knife with a sinusoidal blade that must be dipped 7 times on night when the moon is full in water that has been distilled 100 times will be laid aside, since it would send the vagabond back into his own dimension. See illustration.
So that clearly is the knife that we need to use to defeat this thing. Is it the grimace? I've no idea. All hail the goat god, indeed. Right.
The priest will rather choose the dagger with a curved blade. That is more appropriate for slitting of the lamb's throat. This act transfigures the sorcerer priest and plunges the assembled worshippers into a divine trance.
Right.
The knife with a sinusoidal
Must be
blade
dipped
that must
seven
be dipped
times.
7 times on night when the moon is full in water that has been distilled 100 times will be laid aside, since it would send the vagabond back into his own dimension. See illustration.
Okay. That was interesting. Okay, so. I also am still unsure if I should have picked this up or not. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. We'll see. We'll see. Now, what about these other books? This looks fun.
Ludwig Prien.
Oh God.
Revermis Mysteriis.
I think we're not meant to read this.
Nomine invocatoris si non sanctificatus es cave. De vermis mysteriis non absolvo folem legendum fatum et eum versus. Tibi magnum innominandum signa stellarum nigrarum et...
Uh-oh. Are we dead? That was the wrong book, everyone. Let's just go and Okay, let's not read that book ever again.
Juan Luis Jorge, de Biblioteca. Reflections on...
Blah blah blah.
Translation does not alter the occult power contained within
How big
such
is this book? This book is massive. Okay, I don't think there's anything too interesting in here. I think it's just background stuff by the looks of it.
I recommend, given copies, other examples of...
I don't see anything interesting in that book. So we're going to get rid of that one. That one can go to hell. No, 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 no. There we go. Okay, so we have ourselves some daggers, right? It's pretty sure that's the dagger we need to use, is this one. And we can look to perhaps use this to defeat the evil thing that's stuck in the library. But we may not be able to just simply use it. We'll have to see. Let us investigate. There you are. I see you, vagabond. I challenge you to mortal combat. The time of your fucking is now. Neat! Alright, that deals with this damn thing. I am calling that a success, everyone. Good times. Hooray! We win.